Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. For real this time. Y'all don't even know what happened yesterday. Some old bullshit. All right?
Yep. It
It's
was
the
pretty
problem.
terrible.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Yeah.
This is Weeknights. All right? On a Tuesday. We here.
We're here. We're
All
trying
right?
this again.
Yeah. Because yesterday, I know we didn't even do intros yet, but I just want to let y'all know we recorded like 47 minutes yesterday, and it was no good. Tech problems.
Yeah.
All right? That's what happens when you record remotely, you know? So basically what I'm trying to say is donate at the link below. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Should start our GoFundMe.
You know what I'm saying? For an in-person studio.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm JD Nero, a.k.a. He Who Pods, a.k.a. Rearview Mirror.
And I'm Dash.
That's it?
Yes.
She said no AKAs today. It's too hot for that shit. Let's go.
It's too hot for that. Yeah.
We will not be monetized because I just cursed like 7 times in the first 1 minute of the episode. Sponsors, if you're looking for someone who's not afraid to curse in the first 1 minute, you found them.
There's that too.
Oh, man. All right. So we got 2 big events to talk about. We're going to start with event number 1, Culture's biggest night, Dash's favorite, your favorite at home, the Culture's favorite. Culture's biggest night. The BET Awards happened, when was it? Sunday?
Yes.
Sunday. All right. Culture's biggest night happened on Sunday. And if you missed it, don't worry. We got your back. Because we're going to talk about it. First, the list of winners.
Yep.
The Fashion Vanguard Award went to Tiana Taylor.
Or Tayana, depending on who you are.
That's right. Tayana, if you nasty. No, I'm just kidding. The Post Award went to Drewski, which I gotta be honest, I feel like he got it because he was the host. It was kind of weird. This is the award where most of the nominees are podcasters, and Drewski won.
Famous people who have podcasts.
Yes, because we were not nominated.
No, and a lot of other people who are podcasters in the traditional sense, like most of what they do is that, are not nominated here.
Yeah,
like,
I would say the only exception is 85 South and On the Radar. But the rest of the nominees, minus Drewski, are exactly what you just said.
Are all artists or actors who created podcasts, except for Don Lemon, who is traditionally a journalist.
Right. Yeah. So
Drewski is the only content creator other than 85 South, like in the traditional sense.
Well, 85 South is today known way more as a podcast, and I would say On the Radar is the only one because they don't do podcasts; they do like performances and stuff.
Okay.
So
I'm just saying I'm saying there's a difference between Joe and Jada. We know Joe from Fat Joe from music. We know Jada Kiss from music.
Mm-hmm.
We know Don Lemon from CNN. We know Tank as an R&B singer.
Hold on.
Charlamagne the God.
Hold on. We know Don Lemon from New Year's.
All right. Sure. Keke Palmer is an actress. Like, right. The point I'm trying to make is that our previous conversation about this category is that most of these people were famous before they were podcasters.
Yeah, I got you.
They're not traditionally just podcasters or content creators. They were famous before that.
Yeah, I agree. I was just saying,
which gives them a leg up.
Totally agree. I was saying I think the exception is different than who you thought the exception was. That's all. Because I agree.
Okay.
Most of the list, that's exactly what they are. I was just saying I think 85 South is probably not part of that. And On the Radar probably is one of the exceptions. That's all. And it's okay if we think differently. Listen, this is America. And despite what they'll tell you on the news, it's okay to disagree and still be friends.
Of course, it's less to me about that and just more. Me personally, I've been trying to make the distinction that I think most of these people are have popular podcasts because they were already popular when they created a podcast, and that I think that muddies the waters a little bit in a category like this.
I agree. I'm
But
totally
that's
with you.
just
No,
my
I'm with you.
personal opinion.
I'm with you on that. What do you think about Drewski being the winner? I feel like it's weird for this category. What you think?
I don't think it's weird. But I do think yeah, he was probably at an advantage because he was the host. I think that in the past year or two, Drewski has been on a high. I'm not saying he just started in the last 2 years. I'm just saying in the last 2 years, I think that there has been a lot more focus on him in the public.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand why he would be nominated and subsequently win an award like this. But yeah, we'll never know whether it's because he was the host or not, because we can't, have one without the other at this
Right.
point. So I'm not mad at the choice. I think Drewski is a fine choice for the category. I would have been more disturbed by Charlemagne winning it or something like that, or someone like that.
Okay.
Who's like doesn't he's again, traditionally he's a radio host, and it's not to downplay what people do. People do a lot of different things, but we knew Charlemagne the God before he was a podcaster.
Yes.
And I feel like there's opportunity to give other people a chance. I'm not even talking about us, but I just think there's opportunity to give other creators a chance in categories like this.
Yeah.
And they took the opportunity to give it to people who are already way high profile and,
Right.
their podcasts are doing well simply because they are people that the public already values as important.
Yeah, and when we first spoke about it, we said like that was weird because it's called the Post Award, not the Podcaster Award. So
Right.
Even though I think it's weird Drewski won, I'm glad a non-podcaster won the award.
Yeah.
So that takes us to Best Female R&B Pop Artist, R&B/Pop Artist, and misfolded herself. Kehlani won that category. Excuse me.
She did. Good for her.
Yeah. I feel like some of these people could have won, but there were others in this category that it was like, there's no way you're winning this. I'm just glad you're being recognized.
Yeah, this was a strong category for me. I felt like everybody in the category, I mean, I always say this, everyone is usually super talented in any awards show category. However, I just feel like this was one of those where this could have gone in so many different directions.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you have Olivia Dean, who has been like
Rookie of
on the
year.
rise. Yeah, Mariah the Scientist is super popular.
Mm-hmm.
Jill Scott came back with an album this past year. Coco Jones. I said to you, I feel like BT Wars loves Coco Jones.
They do.
Ari Lennox is on there, and obviously Ari just dropped an album not long ago. So I think that there were Thames, LMA. Like I think it was a strong category. There was some strong people in that category, and
yeah, I think
could have
it's
gone
less
in any
about the
direction.
people and more about what have they done in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think half this list could have won. I think there's half this list. If you chose Jill Scott, I wouldn't have been upset. I would have understood. If you chose Olivia Dean, would have understood, wouldn't have been upset. If you chose Thames, wouldn't have been upset. If you chose SZA, wouldn't have been upset. The other half, I don't think they were gonna win best female R&B/pop artist. Not that I don't like them. I like probably that half more than the other half, right? But well, I guess it's arguable. I like most of this list, but my point is when you talk about the best in that category in the last year, I don't think they were gonna give it to like I love Ari, absolutely, but I don't think they were gonna give that to Ari based on what's happened in this last year alone. So I feel like Kehlani was a strong choice, but I agree this could have went a lot of ways.
Okay.
Now this next category, I think they did exactly what they were supposed to do, and that is best male R&B/pop artist. It went to Leon Thomas, who, whether you like Mutt or not, whether you like that he dropped the deluxe or not, it don't really matter. You got to recognize what this dude has been doing for the last year.
Yeah.
Yesterday you told me it's March to March that you are part of this category. I mean,
March 16th to March 15th.
There you go. So if you think about March of last year to March of this year, it's been Leon Thomas. And
yeah, of course.
I know Bruno Mars came back, but he ain't make the splash that Leon Thomas made. And some of these other folks, yeah, they've been doing their thing, but I don't think they've been in the same league as Leon Thomas in the last year. Even Chris Brown, who's been on a tear, is more recent and condensed. I think last year wasn't really much Chris Brown, but Leon Thomas, the last year, maybe even year and a half, has been on a tear in singles, in features, you name it, he's been there. So I feel like whether you like him, love him, hate him, don't know him, that was the way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
So the next one is best group, which is interesting because half of these nominees are not a group. But I felt like I guess they couldn't just put 3 people up here, right? 3 groups up here. So Clips wins, and I think well deserved.
Yeah, I think it was good. I mean, I loved the Clips album.
Same. We championed it up.
Still listen to it. Yeah, I mean, I think this was a fine choice. I was disappointed that they weren't there.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
A lot of hip hop artists sometimes go missing when the award shows come around. So now I don't know if that's what this was. I'm not necessarily saying that, but I'm trying to say I'm not surprised that they weren't there.
I got you. Well, the Clips also won Best Collaboration. Chains and Whips, Clips and Kendrick Lamar wins the Best Collaboration category. I'm going to be honest, I don't know half of these songs.
Yeah, I don't either.
So I was like, I can't really say anything on this one. Yay or nay. I mean, I love Clips and I love that song. I'm glad it won, but I don't know the other songs to really be able to give solid feedback on that one.
Yeah.
Best male hip hop artist. This was a weird one because the big dogs was in here. Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, T.I., they were in here.
Mm-hmm.
And even the ones that I'm not naming, they ain't no slouches.
Yeah.
So this was an interesting category. I don't know. Maybe you feel differently. I think a couple people could have took this award, but ultimately it went to Kendrick Lamar. And I'm not mad at it, but I don't know if it was the best choice either. Like I could argue both sides of this.
When you think about the timeline, I think it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're talking about last year. We're talking about early 2025.
Right.
To early 2026. Kendrick makes sense given that time frame. I know that there have been other albums that have come out and all of that. I mean, Drake is on this list, but when did Iceman come out? This is not for Iceman, right?
Nah, Iceman came out after March, I think. I could check.
Right. So Drake is just on there as this is artist, this is not album, but Drake is on there because Drake is Drake. I think
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Drake
he was
wasn't really
relatively
cooking yet.
quiet.
Like I
Iceman came
expect Drake
out
to
in
take
May.
all of these awards next year.
Iceman will probably take all these awards next year. I agree. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
Iceman came out in May.
right. So I don't. I feel like Drake is on there because Drake has to be on there. I feel like honestly, if we're being all the way honest, I think that this was the selection was intentional. I I think that Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar all being in the category was very intentional. I do understand that they all had music out, so it's relevant, but I also feel like they probably thought that this would create a little buzz.
I can see that.
To your recent point, the big three conversation isn't really a big conversation right now, so maybe they missed the mark with that. But I feel like that was intentional.
I got
I
you.
don't keep up with the baby. I know about Don Toliver. I know he's been doing great. I don't know his music like that. I heard ASAP Rocky's whatever ASAP Rocky had released wasn't that great. That's what the word on the street was. That's not my ministry. Baby Keem, I don't know a lot about him, and
Big X the plug.
Big X the plug. I feel like I should know who that is, and I don't.
You do. You just don't know it's him. It's one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ti. I mean, I think Ti will be a big name next year,
Yeah.
right? Like I think some of these are in here, but I feel like the buzz that they're really gonna get, like as far as award shows, hasn't happened yet. Like the Ti, the Drake, I think all of that is gonna come. We're gonna start to see that as we go into the later part of this year and the early part of next year, when it comes to like awards and things like that.
Right. Best female hip hop artist went to Cardi B. She beat all the girlies, as you would call them. And
She did.
I'm a bit shocked, but I ain't mad at it.
I'm not shocked.
I mean, the only one that's not in this category is Nicki Minaj. Every other female rapper was in here.
I think
Only,
that was intentional too.
yeah. And so, I mean, anybody could have won this. It went to Cardi. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Um, and then we have video of the year.
Yep.
Folded. I was trying to remember the folded video. I don't,
I
to
never
be
watched.
honest.
I've never seen it, but I have not been watching a lot of videos as of late. So that's more on me than on anybody else.
Yeah. Video director of the year, Spike T.
Spike T. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm on the same page with you. I don't really watch enough videos to know whether this makes sense or not. I will say Director X and Hype Williams are on here. I'm sure they won their share of of awards for directing.
Right.
So it's nice to see Tiana Taylor win this. And then there's obviously more people in that category, but interesting. I thought it was an interesting bunch for the category, and was surprised that I actually knew pretty much everyone on that list.
Right. Best new artist went to Olivia Dean. Not surprised. I mean,
Not surprised and well deserved. Like I said, she's having a good run right now. So, you know, the music is great. It's got everybody dancing and singing and, you know, feeling like a girly pop, even the boys.
right. Album of the year. This was an interesting category. Ultimately, it goes to Let God Sort Them Out. The Clips.
Yeah. What did you think of that? I mean,
I was shocked.
who do you think should have won? I feel like you've heard most of these albums.
I could make a
Who would you?
case. I could make a case for Tyler the Creator. That album was huge. And so was the tour that came with it.
Mm-hmm.
I could make a case for Mutt. for the same reasons we just spoke about with Leon Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, Bruno Mars is an award darling. I could easily have seen him getting it. So I feel like any of those could have got it. I'm shocked
But
that
who?
Clips got it.
But who would you have wanted to win?
Clips.
I, okay, as
For
someone
me, for
who
me, it's Clips
has
and
heard,
Wale. Wale's album is phenomenal.
I
I
thought you
think
were going to say
Wale.
Wale.
Say it again.
I thought you were going to say Wale.
I love Wale's album. But remember, all of this stuff gets considered also with the mainstream impact. That's part of
Yeah.
what is considered when they do these things. So that's part of why I'm shocked that Let God Sort Him Out won, because there are some other more commercially successful albums that are on here. So I'm
Yeah.
not mad at this. I want the Clips to win everything they can. But I just didn't expect that. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm actually surprised that Tyler the Creator didn't win this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There definitely is a case to be made for his album.
Yeah. I would have thought Tyler the Creator for sure.
Yeah. Best actress went to Tiana Taylor. Best actor went to Michael B. Jordan. Best movie went to Sinners. We skipped the sports awards. Go ahead.
I see you skipped the category. You didn't want to talk about how Lecrae, Killer Mike, and T.I. won Best Gospel award.
I didn't. The BET Her Award. We spoke about this when they announced the awards, and we said this is a really interesting category. We thought for sure one of the women who were nominated multiple times would be the winner. And we were rooting for Jilly from Philly. But unfortunately, even though she was nominated twice in this category, she did not win. It went to Girl Get Up, Doechii featuring SZA. And I said it yesterday, even though the record no longer exists. So I'm going to say it again. I think that SZA and Doechii only got this award because they were going to be in the Lauryn Hill tribute.
Maybe. It's the BET Her Award, so I don't really have too much of an opinion on who won it. But I see what you're saying. I was rooting for Jill Scott. I just feel like Jill Scott is so timeless to me. It doesn't matter when she puts out an album, whether she's putting out an album in 2026 or 2006. I think that her music is music that transcends, and I feel like she should be awarded for that. I do understand that the BET Awards is a little bit different, right? Like she'd probably do better at the Soul Train Awards.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a little older.
Yeah.
And the BET Awards leans younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I think sometimes some artists are subject to that with this award show. And I think that, just like anything else in music and entertainment, I think that they are trying to keep their foot on the pulse, right? Like they are trying to make sure that it is culturally relevant to the masses, to their demographic, and it's the 18 to 49 demo. So most of those people in that demo are a bit younger, right? So I mean, I think that's just something that we, as people who are, what are we considered now, middle age, as people who are like in the middle, late 30s, early 40s or whatever, we're gonna start seeing that, right? Like we're gonna start experiencing, or we are experiencing this moment where like some things are too old and some things are too young. I'm using loosely, right? But I think that's happening. I think that's the space that we're in at the age that we're at, where like, yeah, the BET Awards sometimes is gonna seem like it's a little off base, but I think that's simply because it is feeding to the younger audience,
Right.
which is fine. I totally understand it. That's why I'm able to explain it. But I did think that I was just like, oh, Jill Scott. I feel like Jill Scott should have won something because I thought her album was phenomenal.
Right.
And like I said, I think her music is timeless. I don't think the music always needs to be,
Of the moment.
top 40 pop shit. I don't. That's just me. But I'm also like a heavy R&B person, so I also just have my own, way of thinking about things. So
Right.
yeah, but
All right, let's hit the performances real quick.
yeah, let's do
Let's
that.
spend 5 minutes there. And we got to talk about Drewski hosting. I thought Drewski did a great job. All his sketches, I think they translated so well. I think he was up there doing his sketches, and I think that was smart because that's what he's known for is the comedy sketches. So bringing them to the BET Awards show, which is his demographic, I think makes perfect sense, and I think they did well up there. And that choir was hilarious.
The choir was funny. I thought the choir thing went.
We brought him back. We brought him back.
I thought the choir thing went on a little too long.
It did.
I loved him flying in.
Hey,
that was my favorite part, honestly, his arrival.
When they put the net worth on the screen.
Oh yeah. And then said they couldn't find Ray J's net worth.
Super funny. Loved it. Ray J was like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't have anything to do with this.
There is video of Ray J at the end of the show when Lauryn Hill is performing with his shirt off. He's in the front row with his shirt off.
I have no comment on that.
No, and did you see the part when he said Ray J, we thought you were dying.
No, he said, you told us you would be dead by now. Why'd you lie to us?
You told us you would be dead by now.
And yeah, he did. And yeah, we did. So thank you, Drewski, for saying what we were all thinking. Thank you.
Because he's alive and well, apparently. Yeah, I thought Drewski was good. He wouldn't have been my pick for the host.
I understand
but that. I thought he did a good job. I thought that to your point, he did what he does. I think that I would have liked it better if there were two hosts and they were kind of bouncing off of each other. So you had like Drewski's energy and then like somebody else maybe a little bit more serious who could kind of guide the show in a certain way. I don't know. I thought the skits were cool and they were fun and I laughed. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't think he did a bad job at all. I think he did what he came to do. I think he did what he was hired to do. But I don't know. I felt like something was missing.
Okay.
And that's why I say like maybe it would have been cool if there were two hosts and they could kind of bounce off of each other. I know you feel like MC Light was the second host, but she functions more as the announcer.
Her and the Binder even had outfit changes. Like
they did, which I love MC Light. I think she's so dope, and I love that this has become her thing. Like she's the staple. She's the one thing that doesn't change at the BET Awards, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
And now we see her face. I don't think we always used to see her face.
No,
you would just hear her voice.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool that she gets to do her outfit changes and you see her with the binder. Oh, and she talked to Van Van. You saw Van Van was there?
I did.
Playing outside after school. Now.
The performances, D.
Let's get to the performances.
Thank you.
T.I. opened.
He did phenomenal.
Yep, and he had one of the young boys in the
Oh yeah, his son was driving
in the car with him.
Love it.
I don't. They got so old now that I can't remember their names.
All you had to do is keep going. That's it. Next stop. I had to do it.
So yeah, so T.I. did a great job. I'm excited for what T.I. has going on right now. He did call us all poor. I'm going to let that go. But Because I just think these dudes are out of touch. They're old and out of touch, and they got rich, and now they don't know how to act.
Their
But
performances.
but I thought it was great. I'm excited for everything that T.I. has going on. Um, Folded. Kaylani did Folded. I mean, you could talk too. You
Kaylani
keep telling me
folded.
the performance.
Kaylani folded was. I spoke. I said Ti killed it. I didn't need to say anything else there.
Okay, all right.
Kaylani was. She looked beautiful. She sounded beautiful. The orchestra was
She
great.
did.
And now I'm gonna
It
say
was good.
something that people are not gonna like.
What are you gonna say?
I don't want to hear folded anymore. Enough.
Yeah, it's
It does.
getting.
At an award show, in your own leisure, you play it whenever you want, and I'm gonna play it whenever I want. I don't want to see
Okay.
folded at any more award shows. I don't want to see any more renditions. That's it. Enough.
Here's what I will say about that, and I totally understand, and
And
I
I
feel
don't
you on
care
that.
who's playing the piano and who's playing the guitar.
Oh, right, because Jamie Foxx played the piano, and his daughter played the guitar as
I don't even
Kehlani
have
sang
my sticky
"Folded."
notes to throw them today.
All right. What I was gonna say though is, I'm glad that the version of Folded that she did was her original version of Folded. I I thought it sounded beautiful. She sounded beautiful. I thought it was arranged beautifully, and that's what I appreciated most about this performance. I was hoping that there was no beat change. I was hoping nobody came out to join her. I loved that she just did the the original version that we all loved in the first place.
Oh, I'm on the
Uh,
opposite side. I would have loved to see some of the people who did the folded pack with her come out and do some folded. If Brandy
you don't
came
even want to
out,
hear
if
Folded
Tank came
again.
out, I know. I'm saying now that we've seen this one, I'm done. I'm saying this was the close of the chapter. But I'm also saying I disagree
Okay.
because if Tank would have came out, I'd have lost my mind. If Brandy would have came out, I'd have flipped out. If JoJo would have came out, I'd have flipped out and asked, "Hey, what's JoJo doing there?" But I'd have still loved it.
I hear you. But no, I liked that it was the original version. I was like, oh, this, I love this. I'm glad that she did that. I'm glad that she allowed herself to have the stage on her own.
I mean, not on her own, but
She,
yes.
she does. Nobody else was singing, or nobody else was singing with her, is what I mean. She didn't need anybody to help her carry it. She
I
never does.
I agree.
But
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
my point. Sometimes with these award shows, artists rely on that because you're looking for that, pun intended, X factor. So I I'm glad she didn't try to do that. She just did what she does, and
Right.
I appreciate that very much.
And somebody else who did what she does was Cardi B. Cardi B went up there. She was on the motorcycle. She was on the
Them
stripper
thighs was
pole.
out.
She was doing her damn thing.
She was. She looked good.
Yeah,
She looked good. She was killing it.
yeah. She gave us
I'm,
a true Cardi B fashion performance.
she did. I love the motorcycle on the stage. I thought that was
I was a little
fun.
nervous for her though.
Nah, Cardi got this. Cardi been listen. I told you this a while back. People who went to see her show
Mm-hmm.
speak very highly of her performances.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying she was on the back of a dude who was on a motorcycle on the stage. I was nervous that the guy driving was gonna like, slip or something or put it,
Oh,
put a little too much on it.
I guess
Yeah.
the point that I was trying to make with you saying that was that I think that she's she's settled into her performing bag, so she can do these stunts because I mean, there's always room for something to happen
That's
to
all I'm
anyone.
saying. That's all I was saying.
Beyonce trips sometimes.
Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire. I mean, these things happen.
Genuine
Don't
always have some sort of issue.
Let's just move on. Next.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought Cardi did great. Who am I forgetting?
Thames did a beautiful job.
Oh, Thames did great.
Hey, let me
Love
tell you
Thames.
something. When Thames came out, I'm not going to diss anybody else, but I'm just going to say it like this.
Uh-huh.
There's a difference. Bless.
Thank you.
You can always hear the real singers sing.
Oh, absolutely.
Because all that other shit is cool until the real singers come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thames was singing.
Oh, she was, yes.
And
Definitely.
that's my shit.
Tiana Taylor received the Icon Award, which was presented to her by Janet Jackson.
Oh, we're going to talk about that? Sure. Go ahead.
Oh, which?
That wasn't a performance.
It wasn't, but we didn't mention it, so.
Yes, we did when we read the awards.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, I thought that was cool. She was really excited that Janet Jackson was the one to present her award. You know, I thought it was beautiful. It's, you know, passing from one generation to another.
Yep.
You know, in a sense. So yeah, that was dope.
Yeah. French Montana and Max B performed together. Rick Ross joined them at one point. I thought that was okay. It was cool.
I didn't like that performance.
The challenge is Max B right now, who I think is a good artist, but I think he's just struggling to find his footing since he came out of jail.
That's fair. It was less French Montana and Max B, and I think when Rick Ross came out, I just didn't. It went downhill for me. I honestly didn't enjoy Rick Ross's performance.
Really? I thought he did good.
It was fine, but I didn't. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I would have been fine if Rick Ross wasn't there. And I love Rick Ross. But I don't know. I feel like that's when the performance kind of lost its luster.
You know, that reminds me. K1 performed, and just when K1 started killing shit, they went to a commercial break.
Yeah, I don't like that they do that.
And I was like, hey, I was just getting into that. What happened?
With lesser known artists, that's what they do because they're running short on time and they have to run the ads.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I don't like it either. I feel like there's a better way. There's got to be a better way to address that. But
yeah,
you know. Sorry. Go for it.
I was gonna say the D'Angelo tribute.
That's what I was about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought the D'Angelo tribute was beautiful.
I could not agree more. Yeah, that was exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, his children introduced it. You had Ari Lennox, Ray, Durant Bernard, and George Clinton perform. It doesn't say it here, but also D'Angelo. They performed with D'Angelo's band.
Mm-hmm. The Vanguard, I think they're called.
Yeah. So that was beautiful. No notes. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, they did, and everyone did really well.
They did. And then, to close out the show, Miss Lauryn Hill, received the Lifetime Achievement / Living Legend Icon Award.
Yep.
The tribute was done by
8
the War and Treaty.
People.
The War and Treaty, which I don't know if everyone caught this, but it's a husband and wife duo, and the wife is Tanya Trotter, who did Sister Act 2 with Lauryn Hill.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
So if you know the original scene in Sister Act 2, Tanya Trotter and Lauryn Hill are sitting at the piano singing, harmonizing Joyful, Joyful. That is the same person.
Gotcha.
That performed this tribute. So I loved that they did that. And apparently they're still friends. Didn't know that. But yes, so it was the War and Treaty, Doechii, SZA, Tierra Whack, Thames, Doja Cat, Naj, YG, Marley, Lizzo, Rhapsody, and Queen Latifah. It doesn't list here, but her daughter Selah also performed.
Yeah, did you say Jill Scott? I could have sworn Jill Scott. Am I wrong? Jill Scott didn't make an appearance in there?
I don't think so. I don't recall that.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Well, I thought most people did well.
I loved this performance, all of it. Who did you not like?
Lizzo didn't do so great.
Okay.
And
is it that Lizzo didn't do great, or you just don't like Lizzo?
I don't have beef with Lizzo.
You don't?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, not at all. When it comes to performing and being musically talented, no, not at all. But I think that she missed some notes, and she was struggling a bit at certain points. And I think Doja was up there too. I think Doja Cat, she struggled a little bit at certain points, which is interesting because some parts I was like, "Yo, Doja is killing it," and other parts I was like, "Oh, okay, Doja, I don't know what really happened right there." But I thought most people did very well.
I think it's always a tall order to ask people who are talented to get up on stage and try to reimagine or recreate another artist's work.
They weren't recreating shit. They just had to perform it. There wasn't some the new renditions were when Lauryn Hill did her performance at the end. But the songs were performed straight up as is. The only thing they did was some people, they split parts. That's the only thing they did. But when no different tempo or different beat, or it was what we're used to hearing.
I didn't mean recreate the song. I meant like recreate the performance of the song. They're not the exact same person performing these songs. They are having to perform someone else's music. So I wasn't saying they were recreating the songs. I was just saying that they have to perform something that someone else owns and normally performs. That's all I meant.
I disagree with that, but I understand what you're saying. I don't think it's that hard.
You disagree with the fact that they were singing someone else's songs?
I disagree that it's hard to do it. I think you could go up there right now and perform Biggie and kill it. I don't think that's the harder part. I think the harder part is to come up with a fly way to deliver your song. But I think when you're performing a Legends song,
what's the difference from what I'm saying and what you're saying?
You just said that it's challenging to do that. I'm saying I don't think it's challenging at all.
But then you said it's difficult to do your own version.
I'm saying your own music is harder to deliver and have people love it than performing a Legends songs. Lizzo's new single is going to be harder to deliver to the people and for people to love, or any of those acts. Not picking on Lizzo. I'm saying anybody. Nas is going to be harder for Nas to go up there and perform his new single in a riveting, exciting way that people are going to love and adore, and he's going to deliver in a home run fashion, than it is for Nas to go up there and do like another, or Nas is a legend, but another legendary act's famous song.
I actually think we're harder. I disagree, because I think we're harder on people performing other people's music than performing their own music. I think often at these award shows, people do tributes, and we included, and everybody has strong opinions about how people perform other people's music. We talk about it all the time. They shouldn't have chose that person. They shouldn't have chosen that person to perform this person's music because it didn't sound great, or it didn't sound like we remembered it. I think that's very challenging to do, and I think the reason I know that it's challenging to do is because we are all hard on them when they do it.
Okay.
We don't ever look at it and say, you know what? Well, she did it, So it was great. No, we still critique it just like we critique anything else.
Okay.
And I think a lot of times we're dissatisfied with the way that people do these tributes.
I agree with that.
Or who was chosen to do these tributes.
Yeah, I think who was chosen is a whole different conversation.
I think they go hand in hand because I think sometimes, I no, all the time, the sound that you're gonna get, the delivery that you're gonna get is also based on the person you chose to do it.
Okay.
And sometimes the choices are better than others. But I don't think that, and I think that we've even said that where it's been like this person is great, but they're performing someone else's music that maybe wasn't a good fit for them.
Right,
We've
which is
said that
why
on here.
100%, which is why I think it's a different conversation than the performance itself.
Okay, I hear you. But I really, to bring it back, I really liked this performance. I had a very emotional response to this performance, and I think it's because when you think about Lauryn Hill's Miseducation and you think about Lauryn Hill's music and the time that it came out, and it just, I think it unlocked something that spoke to my girlhood and my transitioning into womanhood. Um, so I loved it. I thought she did great also. Performing X Factor. I'm glad she performed it because I think it's a great song.
Yeah.
In hindsight, yeah, it should have been up there too.
Yeah.
So I think she was right to say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this since no one else is doing it."
And she did a great job.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. So I feel you on that. And listen, if she felt like that needed to be there, so I'm gonna do it. I think that's dope that she was able to do it because BET could have told her no, probably.
yeah, yeah.
It could have been like, listen, we out of time. We ain't got time for you to do that song.
That's true.
Yeah. So, oh, good.
I was just gonna say also. I mean, I guess I was never really paying attention to this before, like back in the day. But I would say in recent times, I feel like this is the happiest I've ever seen Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
And I assume she's happy because she's getting her flowers and people are honoring her. And I think that for a long time, she's kind of been saying she felt unappreciated. So I thought that in itself was beautiful. She just looked like she was having such a good time when everybody was performing her
Yeah.
songs. She was rapping along, she was singing along. Um, I just, I don't know. I think it also unlocked something from her girlhood too, from when she was doing this when she was younger, and probably the feeling that she got. I mean, you make music. I'm sure you understand that feeling of being excited about something you created and seeing it come to life, and
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
I thought that was nice.
And it was nice to see someone in agreement. It was nice to see someone enjoying their tribute and not
Yes.
not sitting there like,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And what a blessing it is to have your kids also be on stage and honor you in the same way.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. It almost seemed like she didn't know her daughter was going to be
Yeah. Seemed
performing.
like it was a surprise.
Yeah, so I thought that was sweet. And then her daughter actually got off stage and ran back to be with her. So I thought that was, I don't know. I loved every moment of it.
Okay.
I was like sharing the performance with everybody I know.
That's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
All right, folks. That's it for today. We are out of here before I melt.
Same.
Ladies and gentlemen,
My hair is going to turn into an afro, a full on afro in about 5 minutes.
I hear you.
So...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Weeknights. Thank you for being here. We see you next time.
Bye.